This video goes over the different parts of the Mass where you as an altar server have a job to do. My children, when they would be acolytes, would be concerned that they were going to not necessarily forget what they had to do, but not know when it was supposed to happen. So hopefully, if you watch this video to prepare before you serve, it will help to relieve some of that kind of anxiety. It will help you know what to do and when to do it. The first thing you have to do is the opening procession. You follow the cross-bearer down the aisle, and the lector and the priest follow you. You put your candles down on the steps by the tabernacle, and you go to your chair. You remain standing until the priest sits down. The next thing that you have to do is the gospel procession. Father will stand up. Then you go and get your candles and meet him at the altar. When he starts to move, you lead him to the ambo. You stand beside the ambo while he reads the gospel about Jesus. When he is finished, you go and put your candles down and sit down again. After the gospel, he has his homily. Then we all stand up and say, "We believe in God the Father." There's the prayers that somebody says, what the lector reads, and we all respond, "Lord, hear our prayer." After that, it's the offertory procession. You go down to the pews where people will stand up because it's their job to come and bring up the gifts. You lead them to the back of the church where they can pick up the bread and the wine and the things that are to bring up to the altar. You bring them back down to Father. They're following you there. And you go put your candles down. Now don't go sit down because you have a job right away. The music will continue. You're going to help now bring the water and the wine to Father. He'll come to the edge of the altar. He'll take from you the wine first. Then a little drop of water. And you return the cruets back to the table. Then he's going to need to wash his hands. Of course, his hands aren't really dirty, but it's to show that he wants to be so clean because what's going to happen is so holy. One of you takes the towel, and the other one takes the pitcher of water and the bowl. You pour the water so he can wash his hands, then offer him the towel so he can dry them off. When you return, you can pour the water back into the pitcher if you like, or just leave it. It can be tidied up afterwards. You have a little bit of a break then. The next thing you have to do is to go down and kneel by the bells. That's when everybody sings the Holy, Holy. If you forget, you'll see the cross-bearer move. The cross-bearer will also be going down to kneel on the other side of the altar. But the Holy, Holy is your cue that you need to go and sit down. Kneel down. Now, You're going to be ringing the bells 3 times. So one of you will ring it twice and one of you will ring it once. You look for the gestures that Father does. The first thing he's going to do is ask for the Holy Spirit to come, and he will raise his hands above the gifts of the bread and the wine. So when you see him do this, you ring the bells. He'll still be speaking the prayer asking for the Holy Spirit to come, but you ring the bells anyway when his hands are there above the gifts. Then he's going to repeat the words that Jesus spoke at the Last Supper, when he takes the bread and says, "This is my body." When he's finished speaking, he will hold his hands up high, and you ring the bells again. Then he will take the chalice, and he will speak about this being the blood of Christ. When he's finished speaking, he will hold the chalice up high, and you ring the bell for the 3rd time. You have nothing else to do until communion. At communion, you get up and you go usually to the person with the Eucharistic minister that's closest to you to receive communion. And you can go back to your chair to pray. And you're going to wait there until everyone has received communion. After communion, you're going to clear the table. First, though, Father needs to clean out the chalice. So give him some water. You'll pour it into the chalice so he can clean it. Then one of you can put the lids on the ciborium that holds the hosts. There may be 2, 3, or 4 of them, so it may take you a couple of trips. And one of you will take the chalice when Father is finished cleaning it. When you are finished, the altar will be completely cleared off. And then the final thing you do is the closing procession. So you'll get the candles, and you'll follow the cross bearer. You'll come down in front of the altar. You can turn around and face the altar, wait for Father to come. He will then proceed with you down to the back of the church. And that's all there is to do. You are doing a great service for the church, and we appreciate your time and your effort. And even if you make a mistake, so what? You're serving God. That's important.